Hey guys, what is going on? Back up here for another video here on youtube.com/DanielGuiza412. Welcome to my card predictions. It's coming up fast. 2 months, the day I'm recording this video. It'll be WrestleMania 36 from Tampa Bay. It's going to be the grandest stage of them all. What matches am I predicting that will join the already announced match of Drew McIntyre versus Brock Lesnar? We have one confirmed match for that show. Well, this is the card that I'd like to see happen. So, without further ado, let's dive into my card predictions. Now, keep in mind here, for this card, I found it very tough. Not everybody can be on the grand stage of WrestleMania. That's just an issue that we've run into these number of years. The show has continued to have gotten longer and longer and longer. And I'm sorry, not everybody has to be on WrestleMania. I mean, it's nice to see our favorites and what, but to me, it's just like, you just shoehorn everybody in there. One, it doesn't make the matches feel any special. Two, it just makes the build feel kind of lazy, and you're just putting guys and girls on the show just because they have to be there. No, they don't. I'm sorry. I don't need to sit there for 7.5 hours like I did last year. As much as I enjoyed WrestleMania last year, the show maximum needs to be 5 hours. 6 is pushing it. 7, yeah, you got to tone that back. So these are the matches that I would like to see on WrestleMania 36. So let's get this out of the way. We have the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royale. That's obviously going to be coming back here. So I have that on my pre-show here. And then I have the Sensational Sherry Invitational Women's Battle Royale. I think that should be named after Sherry Martel, legend in this business. Goes without saying. You want to attach, a huge pioneer in the women's division. It's named to that. You could do Chyna, but I like the Sensational Invitational. So we got the Women's WrestleMania, which I'm calling the Sensational Sherry Battle Royale. And then we have, on the undercard here, I got Asuka and Kairi Sane defending their Women's Tag Team Championships against Beth Phoenix and Natalya. We had Asuka and Natty have a match this past Monday on Raw, the February 3rd edition of Raw, and I think it could eventually lead to seeing the Divas of Doom take on Asuka and Kairi Sane. I think it could be a fun match, and I think that's a great way to round out the pre-show there. You got 3 matches on the pre-show. That's how many I got. Now, on my main card here, I have 11 matches. Yeah, so like I said, it was really tough, like I said, with so much talent, it's just like, well, who are you gonna cut? But I felt like I was able to find a way to put everybody in a meaningful match here at WrestleMania. So to begin, I have a triple threat for the United States Championship. Andrade Cien Almas defending his title versus Rey Mysterio versus Ricochet. I think it could be a great way, to give Andrade, 2 great opponents, and Ricochet, Rey Mysterio, gives both those guys, something to do. You can really build an issue around that United States Championship, but I think they could have a hell of a triple threat. You put all 3 of those workers in there, and coming out of WrestleMania, you could have the champion face Humberto Carrillo, Angel Garza. I mean, there's a number of opponents there that the United States champion could face. So that's my idea here for the United States Championship. Now, as far as for the SmackDown side of things, I have Braun Strowman defending the Intercontinental Championship versus Sheamus. I'm looking up and down the roster, and I'm thinking, what would be the most interesting match that I would like to see? For Braun Strowman, I just feel like there's not a lot of viable opponents on the SmackDown brand. It's like him and Reigns, we've done that. Him and Corbin, no. I have no interest in seeing that. He already beat Nakamura. You're not going to have him and Sami Zayn. Maybe Chad Gable. It's just like, no. Him and Sheamus, though, I think they could have a good big man match. Just 2 guys beating the shit out of each other in like a 6 to 7 minute match. Could be fun. So I'm going with Braun Strowman and Sheamus for the Intercontinental Championship. I then have the New Day defending their SmackDown Tag Team Championships versus the Miz and Morrison. And yes, I know we're getting this match at super sweet Saudi money. What are we on? 5 Blood Money show in February. I don't care. The point is I'm not watching it. To me, whatever. This match should happen again at WrestleMania. I feel like it could be a really good match for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. And I think if you put Miz and Morrison versus the New Day. I think they could have a hell of a match here on the hands. So that's what I'd like to see for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. I have Aleister Black in a noteworthy match here on the card versus AJ Styles. I really like the sound of that match. Man, that could be fun. That could be really fun. Aleister Black's talking about, wanting guys to step up, and, he's tired of people, waiting to knock on his door. He's going to pick a fight. Well, who bigger to pick a fight with? Him and AJ can go out there and tear down the house if given time, and it would be a huge, huge profile match for Aleister Black, who is 18-0 in pay-per-view and Raw and SmackDown matches. Undefeated. Keep that in mind. So I think a match with a phenomenal one would be great. It really would, on the grand stage of WrestleMania. I have Seth Rollins and Buddy Murphy here defending the Raw Tag Team Championships in a ladder match versus Kevin Owens and Samoa Joe. Keep in mind, this is all assuming that Samoa Joe would be healthy, would be cleared here, but if you stretch this issue out, it's obviously been brewing here between Rollins, Owens, Joe, the Authors of Pain, the Viking Raiders, Buddy Murphy becoming a disciple of Seth Rollins. I really like where they're going with that heel faction on Raw. And I think, like I said, we're only 8 weeks out from WrestleMania here. But if you wanted to build to a tag team ladder match, and then you could have teams like Authors of Pain get involved and, the Viking Raiders. It's a ladder match, so anything goes. That way you could get those guys involved in the match. They wouldn't necessarily, obviously, be wrestling, but they could still make a quick run-in during this match. So I would like to see a tag team ladder match between these guys. I think it could be a hell of a ladder match, to be honest. And then here, this match, I don't think anybody will be surprised to see this happen. Edge versus Randy Orton. Goes without saying. It's not confirmed yet, but I think we can all assume that'll be the direction that WWE goes in. Obviously, the story tells itself. With Edge, being attacked viciously by Randy Orton, and I can't wait to see where the follow-up goes here. It's easily one of my most anticipated angles heading into WrestleMania 36. And then next here on my card, I have the Women's Championship, the Raw Women's Championship. I think we're going to see Becky Lynch versus Shayna Baszler. If you're just looking up and down, if Charlotte is truly going to go after, Rhea Ripley for the NXT Championship, I think that makes sense. Who's gonna be Becky's opponent? It's not going to be Asuka. It's not going to be Ruby Riott, who was great to see her come back. It's not going to be her. There's only one logical opponent. If Ronda Rousey came back, sure, but Ronda Rousey ain't coming back. It's going to be Becky. It's going to be Shayna. There's a story to tell there with Becky of defeating Ronda last year. Excuse me. I feel like I'm back at WrestleMania falling asleep. Becky defeating Ronda and Shayna wanting to avenge, the loss of her friend. Shayna and Ronda are really good friends. There's a natural story there to tell. There really is. And then we have Bayley versus Sasha Banks. Now, again, I'm looking up and down the card here. It's not going to be Bayley and Charlotte. It's not going to be, Bayley and Lacey Evans. It's not going to be Bayley and Mandy Rose. It's not. No. To me, there's only one logical opponent. This match should have taken place at WrestleMania anyways a while ago. Probably WrestleMania 34. They didn't do it. But on this show, I think it should be Bayley and Sasha Banks. Now, how you get there is a different story. But I think that's the match that you got to go with here to give Bayley, a big opponent here for WrestleMania. And the story writes itself. We've seen Bayley and Sasha have classic matches. One of the best women's matches I've ever seen live. I was there at TakeOver Brooklyn, which was hard to believe 5 years ago this year. But I was there in the building that night, and it was a sight to behold. But that's the match that I would do. Bayley versus Sasha Banks. And then that means on my card here, I got Charlotte and Rhea Ripley. They almost all but confirmed it. Charlotte, by the time this video is posted, we'll know what Charlotte did on NXT. But seeing as how they're having her go to NXT, I mean, we still have to get through TakeOver Portland. And we'll see where that goes, because we have Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair. But I could see Charlotte facing the winner of the NXT Women's Championship, or, the NXT Championship match. And, yeah, last match here, well, actually 2 more matches here on my card. I have the WWE Universal Championship being defended in a triple threat match between Roman Reigns, Daniel Bryan, and The Fiend. I think this could be a killer match. And even though Daniel Bryan lost, and we'd have to find a way to get him into that match, Roman and The Fiend, it would be okay. But I feel like the triple threat would be the better of the 2 matches. And I'm thinking, like, what else would Daniel Bryan do at WrestleMania if he's not, in the title picture? It's like, well, where does that leave him exactly? I mean, they could move him out of the Universal title picture, but I really don't want to see Daniel Bryan against King Corbin. No. But, I mean, they could do Daniel Bryan and Sheamus. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. But, yeah, I'm doing a triple threat here for the Universal Championship. Daniel Bryan, The Fiend, and, Roman Reigns. So also, we have Brock Lesnar versus Drew McIntyre, the one confirmed match here for the WWE Championship, and I don't see Ricochet beating Lesnar at Super Showdown, so that match will remain intact. So that's my card for WrestleMania 36, my card predictions. Let me know, guys, what you think down below in the comments section. I want to say thank you all for watching this video. I want to say thanks to my friend Mike for the graphics for the video. As always, they look phenomenal. And be sure to check out more video content coming soon here on youtube.com/DanielGuys412. So until next time, guys, I am out, and thanks for watching.